What is going on, guys? SpiLLi again here today to bring you another mouse review. So this is actually a really neat review in my opinion, and there's a few reasons why. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. So number one, this is a relatively unknown company, at least in America, big time. I think they might be a little bit more popular over. They're a Polish company. I kind of learned about them because I was like searching a website in a specific manner. Because my wife actually speaks Polish. My wife is from Poland. Um, and then after that, I had started seeing them kind of mentioned on a mouse review subreddit that I'm on like all the time, make recommendations on, things like that. And so this company, named Dream Machines, obviously, um, is freaking genius. And the reason I say this, before anything, their geniuses, SteelSeries is not smart. Why do I say that? Okay, so one of the most popular gaming mice for a long time was the SteelSeries Sensei. It was like one of the go-to mice after, kind of the era of the IntelliMouse and things like that. The SteelSeries Sensei was kind of, like a pretty basic ambidextrous mouse that, just had a really good, really liked shape by a lot of people. And then SteelSeries kind of just took that and never expanded upon it. Tons of people for years and years and years have asked for an optical SteelSeries Sensei, and they've just never delivered. They keep, and I don't fault them for this. They keep wanting to innovate. They have things like the Rival 700 coming out, things like that. Some people kind of attribute, the Rival 100 as kind of maybe like a spiritual successor, even though that one's kind of a little bit closer to, like, I guess, the Ken Zero or the Kana. But still, and this is why Dream Machines is so smart. So basically, there's nothing against them, there's no like laws or copyrights, at least not anymore, of them basically taking the exact shell that goes on the SteelSeries Sensei and putting it straight onto another mouse that they make themselves and putting an optical 3310 sensor in it. While I would like to see, so Dream Machines, you ever watch this? While I would like to see a 3360 sensor or maybe even a 3988 in there, the 3310 is like widely regarded as like one of the most, what's the right word for this? Solid 33 sensors, 3310 out there. I mean, it's like, it's not like the greatest out there. It's not like the 3360 or even like a really well implemented 3988, and the fact that like the specs of it are super high, but it doesn't malfunction and it works great. Tons of mice, Zowie mice use it, everything like that. So without further ado, this long introduction, I'm sorry, it's to where we get into the mouse actually. We'll go ahead and take a look at the mouse. Mouse, wow. Furthermore, I did want to throw out there, guys, I do still love hearing recommendations on things you guys want to see on this channel, especially like how to do my mouse reviews better or differently or anything like that, as well as what you guys want to see. I try to throw in the highlights of the gameplay sometimes, but, oh, there's my dog. But sometimes that's tedious to put together. I don't always get to play a lot, so I'm going to try and get more of that out there. But yeah, here it comes for the mouse review. Okay, so here it is right here. Dream Machines DM1 Pro. This is an absolute, I will just start off by saying, great first impression into the mouse market, especially for us kind of like hardcore fans. So you got your basic ambidextrous mouse, except it's not truly ambidextrous because it doesn't have buttons on the right hand side, so it's not it's not made for lefties. But that being said, I'm fine with that because I'm a righty, and I actually don't like having the buttons on the left hand side. I mean the right hand side rather, like kind of how Zowie does it in the FK series. That's fine with me. You got your basic DPI button here on top. LED is pretty dang bright on here. It has like a breathing effect. Your mouse wheel, and then your other side with your mouse buttons on it, and that's pretty much it on this mouse. I mean, it's very basic. I don't know why my webcam isn't zooming. Sorry guys, I still have a really bad setup going on here. Let me see if I can try and get this thing to focus a little bit better maybe for you. Sorry about that. So yeah, basically, really good setup on this mouse. Let's test a few of the real important things to me though. Okay, you got your mouse one. Feels it's definitely not the most crisp mouse one I've ever felt, but it still feels really good. And I compare that to a mouse, maybe say like the G303, which has absolutely amazing mouse 1 and mouse 2 clicks, but they also use a very proprietary self-made system, even though it is with Omrons. But it still feels very good. Same feeling from the mouse 2 button there. Let's get into the scroll wheel a little bit. It is pretty flat and flush with this, but not too bad, still usable. Ooh, little to no feedback there, so I'm not sure if those people that use mouse wheel to jump or things like that are going to thoroughly enjoy it, but it will be great for browsing and things like that. DPI button, you do have several DPIs here. I believe it's 5 of them. I believe it's 400, 800, 1600, 3200, and like 5000? I forget exactly what this last one is. But let me go back to 400 because that's usually what I play on. Another quite important thing to me is the position of the mouse buttons on the side so they don't, flick with my grip. I tend to play a claw grip, so no, they feel pretty good. Do not, and they're easy to reach. Let's see how tactile they are, because I do like these to be slightly tactile and easy to push, but not like super mushy like, say, like the EC2A that I had was. Those had really, really not great mouse side mount buttons because they're just really mushy, had a pretty deep press, things like that. Let's see here. That's actually weird. I've actually never really felt mouse side buttons like that. I don't really know what to compare them to. They're not mushy, but they're not like crazy crisp tactile, which I kind of like it. It's kind of almost in the middle. That's kind of, I don't know if I've ever used mouse side buttons like that, but I definitely digging them so far. They feel really nice. Oh, funny thing is, so you got your mouse feet here, 3 decently sized mouse feet. They glide really well. I got this mouse and I actually set it down on my mat and kind of like, this is what I do when first I get a mouse just to see how it fits my grip, things like that, and I just scrolled it a few times. And basically I was like, wow, this thing isn't sliding well at all. What the heck's wrong with it? There's actually like little plastic peel-off things on the mouse feet that you need to peel off before you use it. Which is kind of cool. It helps, maybe they don't get messed up in shipping or something like that. Definitely a good idea, I think. But a little bit more braided cable. It's definitely not a crazy stiff braided cable, but I'm also still not a huge fan of the braided cable. I see as a company how it kind of seems like it's a more quality idea to use a braided cable. That being said, I still am a big fan of Zowie and how they use the non-braided cables. And then that being said, this is fine. It doesn't feel like there's any friction with it. It still feels nice, things like that. All in all, the mouse feels really good. If you're looking for a safe ambidextrous shape, has a slightly rubberized coating that feels really nice. I mean, I have a hard time not saying that this is one of the best options out there, right alongside some of the Zowie FK series mice. I mean, like I said, if you're like one of those old guys like me that kind of love the Steel Series Sensei shape, this is the upgrade from it. I mean, this is basically the spiritual successor. All in all, I mean, it feels great so far. I have yet to use it in game. You guys are going to see that right after this commentary here. But all in all, feels really great. I mean, I really like the shape, really like the size. I would consider it a small to medium mouse, just like the Sensei was. And yeah, I mean, all in all, it's hard not to recommend this mouse. It feels really good so far. You'll see some gameplay with it. I haven't even used it myself. Like I said, whenever I actually do these reviews, you guys are pretty much seeing the first or second game of me using it in a DM or something like that. So it's not like I get these mice in and like practice with it for a week to make it look good or anything like that. I pretty much just use it right off the bat. So yeah, stick around, guys, if you want to see the gameplay of it. And yeah, great job, Dream Machines. It's a really good entry into the mouse market. This should definitely get some of the word out there. Definitely worth a shot if you're looking for a small to medium ambidextrous mouse. Fits pretty much any grip style. Yeah, well done. I have to say, well done.
You're talking about solo, and they're all 50 damage. Insane. is a good game.
What?
No, I'm talking about that. Did it How dare you play the way it's supposed to be played? How dare you?
Nice shot.
That kind of applies to like 80% of the community, considering they're D-rankers, hackers, or snipers.
Oh, I'm serious. You fucking auto faggot.
Dude, I'm honestly terrible with the sniper because I never used
Nice shooting.
I used to put it back.
I used it on console once.
I use it in Auto Wars. Yeah.
What's the bullet damage look like on this area?
Oh, it's like 22.
It's like
An
almost the
87?
same as the M. The only real difference between the M1 and the
It's like
is
87
the
for headshots.
Yeah.
With armor.
I've been I just have no idea what the play pattern is past the first second and a half.
You know what? You probably could get.
Oh, what? I don't know. That's one tapping only.
Very nice.
Hey, can someone check my KD for me? I can't check my scoreboard. Yeah.
Bite, you are 60 and 58. No, I think it's tap, bro. You have that glitch with it.
I wish you'd fix that shit. My god.
Like, if you change your res and then change it to back, it'll fix it.
But it takes too long.
It's like 2 seconds.
I can keep you by the time.
Oh my god,
Nice shot, my friend. Very good shooting.
Oh, they got that match. I've been on their Twitch.
Nice shooting. One less mercenary, thanks to you. One less mercenary, thanks to you.
Okay guys, don't freak out on me. I'm just using the game option.
Report it.
The game option may or may not be the M249.
Very good.
Have you guys seen the glitch you can shoot like
You can do what?
shoot lightning? Light. Maybe you should get your main weapon. Whatever it
Tapping that issue on control.
Tapping actually off is really good.
Very good shooting.
It's kind of a bit, right?
With your win, we shall drive them out. Nice shooting. You got him.
So we stop.
One less mercenary, thanks to you.